Hello, my awesome friend. How are we all? I really enjoyed that Miami race 2025, which has just finished. I'm going to concentrate on 3 different main points. The first one that I'm going to concentrate on, because I think it's the most poignant one, is the fact that Oscar Piastri has now got 6 race wins and has extended his lead over Norris, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, a few racing drivers, Formula 1 racing drivers, don't even get 6 Formula 1 career wins in many more races. But crucially, I think Oscar Piastri has got one more victory than Lando Norris has, and I think that it's gonna not be a very good feeling for Lando Norris, because I think Oscar Piastri will just take momentum from this and we'll just get stronger and stronger. And for some reason, while I don't want to be too harsh on Lando Norris, and I do rate the guy, I do rate him very highly, but I just don't think he's got the killer instinct needed to fight for World Championship. However, don't crucify me for this just yet, because I might be proven completely wrong by the end of the season, and yeah, I would like to see nothing more than being proved wrong. But currently I think Oscar Piastri is on a roll. But what a palaver that was with the Ferraris fighting for 7th and 8th and swapping positions. I mean, first of all, it took an age for them to make decisions to swap positions, and then they swap positions again. I mean, I'm not going to criticize Lewis Hamilton at all, but I'm going to criticize Ferrari, because first of all, you're spending God knows how much money on Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is a 7-time world champion, and then you take an age and have probably a tea break before making the decision to swap. And when you've done it, you don't give Lewis Hamilton the chance to go after Antonelli. I mean, where do your priorities lie? I mean, yes, I laid into Lewis Hamilton big time in my Saudi Grand Prix, in my Saudi Arabian Grand Prix review. If you haven't done so already, do feel free to watch it. But I am kind of changing my position slightly. I'm changing my position big time, because Charles Leclerc isn't able to do much better than Lewis Hamilton is. In fact, he crashed in the sprint race while Lewis Hamilton got third. I mean, yes, Leclerc got third in an extra race, but come on, you know, Ferrari really need to get their priorities right and be a bit more firmer. And I think Lewis Hamilton is really upset about this, and I mean, I'm gonna put something out that may upset some people, but might he decide to walk away, because clearly it looks as though that they're favouring Leclerc, but you know, is Lewis Hamilton getting the value? Is Lewis Hamilton getting the respect what he deserves? Because I think what he did, I think he did quite well, and I think he could have gotten Antonelli, but sorry, but that's up for debate. Anyway, I'm getting a bit suspicious about whether they could be favouring Leclerc. I mean, I'm not saying they are, but they really need to work on getting their strategies right. That's for sure. And I think I expected Hamilton to stay in front of Charles Leclerc and just be ruthless and have a discussion about it afterwards. Yes, and the last thing I'm gonna want to talk about is the fact that that the way Lewis Hamilton then thought of Carlos Sainz to stay in 8th position, that was phenomenal. That was but I think we've seen in this race, I think we've seen the old Lewis Hamilton coming back, and now they just gotta make the decision who are they gonna back. And I certainly know where my priorities would lie if I would have a 7-time world champion in my team. And yes, but that's up for debate, and that's up for Ferrari to think about. I do know that in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix I said Lewis Hamilton needs second, but but I totally reverse my viewpoint on that, because on yesterday's performance and on today's performance, because I thought at the time the third place would be the start of something to come for Ferrari, meaning that Ferrari could challenge for podiums more frequently from then on, but it looks as though that's not the case. So if Leclerc can't do challenge for the podiums, then it's certainly not expected of. It's certainly not fair on of me to expect that of Lewis Hamilton. I mean, but I really do think that Ferrari are going to have to convince Lewis Hamilton to stay, because I would walk away, because I mean he's certainly not past it yet, and this time I'm not having to go at Leclerc, I'm having to go at the strategy people, but obviously Ferrari, we know from history, are not very good at strategy, but now that they've got a 7-time world champion in the car, they need to really up their game and think a bit faster and a bit more clearly. Yes, so anyway, this is just my opinion. You might have completely different opinion, and that's absolutely fine. Let's have a decent discussion about it. As I said, I'm not having a go at anybody in particular. I'm just having a go at Ferrari's strategy. But from what I've seen from Lewis Hamilton, I'm a lot more hopeful of good things, and yesterday's performance was absolutely amazing. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that unless something drastic happens, the championship is going to be fought out between Oscar Piastri and Norris. but again, we shall see. It's a long way to go yet. Anyway, you know what to do if you wanna support this channel. All the details can be found in the video description. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye.